The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
At the time, Jesus withdrew to the region of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, a Canaanite woman of the district came and called out, "Have pity on me, Lord, Son of David. My daughter is tormented by a demon." But he did not say a word in answer to her. His disciples came and asked him, "Send her away, for she keeps calling out after us." He said in reply, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." But the woman came and did him homage, saying, "Lord, help me." He said in reply, "It is not right to take the food for the children and throw it to the dogs." She said, "Please, Lord, for even the dogs eat the scraps that fall from the table of their masters." Then Jesus said to her in reply, "O woman, great is your faith. Let it be done for you as you wish." And her daughter was healed from that hour. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Please be seated.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Minor Basilica of Our Lady of the Rosary of Manaoag. The story of the encounter of Jesus with the Canaanite woman tells us something very important when it comes to knowing Jesus. And my dear friends, truly, it is only through God's grace that we can fully understand and recognize Jesus. Grasya po ng Diyos. Kung akala natin it belongs to our capacity, grasya po ng Diyos. Nanggaling po sa Kanya. And this grace has been bestowed to us ever since. Ipinagkaloob ito, ang grasyang ito ay pinagkaloob po sa atin upang makilala siya. Nasa atin lang po kung paano natin akuin at yakapin ang grasyang ito. Sometimes we tend to neglect it, to deny it, sometimes take for granted, or maybe we treat it lightly, not so serious. But in today's gospel, this Canaanite woman tells us something how to own it. Nung ipinagkaloob sa kanya ang grasya upang makilala si Kristo, niyakap niya ito, and she took it seriously with all her whole life. Kaya unexpectedly, lumapit siya kay Kristo at pinakita sa lahat kung paano niya kinilala si Kristo. Sabi ko nga po, pagdating sa pagkilala kay Kristo, una sa lahat nanggaling yan sa Kanya. And if it is always God's grace, it's always unexpected and imaginable, kumbaga, minsan hindi inaasahan. Who would have thought between the apostles and this Canaanite woman, mas malalim pa ang pagkilala ng babaeng ito kaysa sa mga apostoles? When it comes to the apostoles, with the apostles, it took time for them to fully recognize Jesus as the Son of God. Ang tagal. Marami pa nangyari. Kung titignan natin, sila yung kasama ni Kristo. Sila yung nakakita sa mga himala ni Kristo. And we expect na mas sila yung unang makilala ni si Kristo bilang anak ng Diyos. But on the part of this Canaanite woman, she's an outsider. Hindi siya kaisa sa mga samahan. Hindi siya kasama. Marahil naririnig niya lang si Kristo. Pero nung natanggap niya ang grasya upang makilala si Kristo, niyakap niya ito at buong pusong kinalala at tinanggap si Kristo. Mga kapatid, ipinagkaloob sa atin ang biyayang ito na makilala siya. Sana katulad din sa pinakita ng ating Ebanghelyo, tanggapin natin ito ng buong buo. Tanggapin natin ang grasyang ito ng buong puso upang mas higit nating makilala si Kristo bilang anak ng Diyos. Sabi ko nga po, minsan hindi inaasahan, unexpected, unimagined way. After all, it's the way of God. Naalala ko yung kwento ng isang nakilala kong OFW sa ibang bansa. Sabi niya sa akin, Father, sa totoo lang, nung ako'y nasa Pilipinas, hindi po ako nagsisimba. Hindi ako pala simba. Marahil nakasimba lang tuwing Pasko, New Year, ganun lang. Pero hindi siya pala simba tuwing Linggo. Ang hindi daw niya inaasahan kung kailan siya nalayo sa Pilipinas, doon pa siya naging mas malapit sa simbahan. Una sa lahat, lumapit siya sa simbahan kasi alam niyo naman kapag OFW, may mga Filipino communities. Saan makikita yung Filipino communities? Every Sunday, yung mga Pilipino nagtitipon yan, nagsisimba sa simbahan. Sumama siya, natutuwa siya kasi nawawala yung homesickness niya. At isa pa doon, ang gustong-gusto niya, pagkatapos doon ng misa, may kainan. Linggo-linggo, nakakakain siya ng Filipino food. Hanggang eventually, nakasanayan niya every Sunday, nagsisimba siya kasama ang mga Pilipino until finally, darating yung panahon na siya nakapag-asawa ng dayuhan. At ang kanyang napangasawa po ay wala pong relihiyon. Walang relihiyon. Alam niyo naman sa ibang bansa, may mga ganun po. At sa di inaasahan, sinasama niya ang kanyang napapangasawa sa simbahan. And it turned out to be something very meaningful for her na kung sino pa yung hindi taga-simba sa Pilipinas, pagdating sa ibang bansa, siya pa yung nagpapakilala kay Kristo sa isang dayuhan. At first, she took it lightly. She took it for granted. But finally, when the moment came for her to embrace fully the grace of knowing Jesus, she ended up becoming the instrument of knowing Jesus to others. As I have said, ipinagkaloob sa atin ng grasya upang makilala si Kristo. Sana po katulad ng kwento natin, yakapin natin ito ng buong buo. Alisin natin ang mga pagdududa. Alisin ang mga balakid. Katulad ng nangyari sa kwento, this Canaanite woman fully embraced Jesus, recognized and accepted Him to be her God. At sana po ganun din sa atin. At mind you, my dear friends, the grace that we receive after we fully recognize Jesus is not meant to be kept here. They are meant to be known. They are meant to be manifested fully in our daily living. And they are meant to be shared to others. May our life after knowing Jesus and recognizing Him to be our God become the inspiration of others for them to fully recognize Jesus as well in their life.